start us off with your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, obviously going down early in that moment, the group's resiliency and ability to adjust to the scenario, the ability to put the mentality at the forefront, be very committed to and believe that we can stay in this game. I'm very proud of the group. I think they faced adversity today. And I thought they did a fantastic job handling that. They showcased a lot of areas from a mentality perspective to a commitment perspective to a belief perspective. You could list as many words as you possibly can to get us a point here on the road to help momentum coming back to play Bay next at home.
Paul, go ahead.
Yeah, Bev, going into the locker room at halftime, being down a point, being down a person, what was your message to the team in the locker room?
Yeah, and obviously, Erin competing in that moment, you're never looking, her intentions are never to obviously receive a card that early and affect the game in that way. Her intentions are to do exactly the best that she can for the group. So you never fault a player for those decisions and doing what they can in that moment. And I think for us, it's just the group coming together. I think they were very in tune. It was very, they were looking for instant communication with, okay, what's next? And we were filtering that communication in a calm fashion. And I think it shows a lot of growth from the group in the sense of their willingness and understanding of what the scenario needed. It needed a lot of energy and it needed a lot of organization. And they were searching for that information very quickly to move on. They didn't hang their heads on the scenario. They dealt with the scenario and they dealt with it the best that they could. We reiterated there was going to be one opportunity, whether that's a set piece or an opportunity itself in run of play. And if we could take advantage of that one opportunity, that we were massively in this game, if we could continue to keep it 1-0. So again, very proud of the group taking advantage of that opportunity late.
Tyler, go ahead.
Hey, Bev, considering the past two results, how critical did you think this one was in terms of just getting a point, considering the circumstances?
Yeah, absolutely. Considering the circumstances, I think it was unbelievable to walk away here with the point. And obviously the previous two games not having a result, to be down a player and to still push and want some sort of points on the road was incredible from the group.
Becky, go ahead.
Hey, Bev. Just your thoughts on the team's defensive performance and the ability to keep Seattle from scoring at all in the run of play, despite the fact that they did have majority of possession, were up a player, and then also specifically on Ellie Jean's performance stepping in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we had to organize pretty quickly on and get into a 4-4-1. And the idea was we can shoot players out, but the idea specifically was when can we put pressure on them, probably when they're more in the half space wide channels to be able to kind of keep that wide trap. I thought the decision-making from the group overall, enforcing those areas of the pitch and allowing us to kind of trap and use any sort of trapping mechanisms, being down a player, I thought was fantastic. And again, you saw even in our defensive third, players willing to leave their feet to block shots, players willing to put pressure, players willing from the midfield and higher up to fill in positions to make sure that our defenders could be hyper aggressive. I think it shows our togetherness and where we're at as a group, and obviously how we dealt with the scenario. Sometimes you can't predict, obviously you can't predict these types of things, but you can take control of what you can control in the moment. I felt the group did that massively today.
Paul, go ahead.
Two quick questions, Bev. What can you tell us about Taylor? How's she doing? And can you assess Jalen's play tonight?
Yeah, sorry. Just quickly before I address that, I know, Becky, you also asked about EJ. I thought she was fantastic. She was asked to come in a very crucial moment. I thought she was very clean on the ball. I thought she was very effective. We know they like to overload the back post, and her decision-making to help us in those spaces, specifically in the back post during crossing opportunities. I thought she was very good today, and she stepped up when the team needed her. I'm very proud of her. On to yours, Paul. I thought Taylor, I don't have any updates as of now. Obviously, we're hoping that she's okay. We hope to get information soon on her. But again, wishing that she's okay and very hopeful that she's okay. And then specifically on Jalen, I think she was very combative in the midfield, competing for first and second balls, her energy, her bravery, her breakup play, and her ability to kind of create a tempo for us with specifically without the ball. And kind of just keep us in that belief kind of space. I thought was really fantastic from her today.
Tyler, go ahead.
And speaking to Raylan, she scored in the league before, but scoring in that type of situation as a rookie and kind of going full extension there and almost getting hurt, I think, on that play. Just how big is that for a young player?
Yeah, and I think she just has, and I've said it kind of early on, she just has a very natural knack to score goals. It's very innate in her that she wants to be a goal scorer. She wants to do everything she can. She wants to leave her feet. She wants to extend her body as far as it possibly can to get a ball on frame. And I think she showcased that incredibly well tonight in her one moment. And goal scorers, right? They make the most of that one moment. And I thought she did a fantastic job with that today and doing everything she possibly could to put the team in a good position. And obviously Katie stepping up and everybody going in, everybody knowing that this was our moment, this was our chance, I think shows a lot about the group.
And just on a personal level for you, Bev, obviously this is a place that means a lot to you. Laura Harvey means a lot to you. I believe, if I have this wrong, you could correct me, but this is your first trip there as the full-time head coach, and to get this kind of result, I mean, how much does that mean to you personally? I know it means a lot for the group, but for you to experience that.
Yeah, and I obviously have a lot of respect for the club and a lot of respect for Laura and having worked with Scott as well. And it means a lot. It means a lot because of obviously where we're at, but also it means a lot because of the scenario that we were in very early on. But yeah, massive amounts of respect. I know a big reason why I even jumped into coaching and pursued a coaching career was because of my experiences here, specifically with this club and under Laura Harvey at the time. So yeah, very respectable side, very respectable people. So just very grateful to come away with the point and just more so proud of the group, removing myself from all of it and just proud of the group and the fact that they put up such a fight in the manner that they did is so big for us.
Anything else for Bev?
Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, Bev.
Thank you, Jeff.